Not yet, but we'll figure out pretty quick, I think.
What was your initial reaction when you saw them pop up on the screen?
I mean, I'm just excited to play a different opponent. I think everybody will be. We know everybody is going to be in the regional. Anyone that's still playing has had a good year. They've been playing good as of late. So.
I looked up. You played in 2016, right?
Yes, sir.
And what was that like? Were you a sophomore then?
I was.
Yeah. What do you remember about that experience?
It was in Starkville, and there's a great atmosphere there. It was a lot of fun. I think we went 0-2, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, I saw you had a good last game. I think you went 3 for 40 or something. And now, these other guys are used to playing in the NCAA tournament together, but this will be the first time you're going with Arkansas. Kind of what's the feeling like when you haven't been in I guess, 3 years?
I mean, just really excited to go back. Obviously, I had a little experience there, like you said, in 16, so I'll try to take that and learn from that. But just going forward, I mean, it's a completely different team that I'm with now than I was then. So, I've played with these guys all year, so we're just excited to play.
I know you weren't in Omaha last year, but when they opened the show with Oregon State, beating Arkansas and the pop-up and all that, what was it like in the locker room?
Maybe it'll just make guys eager to get back and actually win it this year. So I think just light the fire a little bit.
Yeah. I think didn't you say the other day you'd never played first until this season?
I haven't.
And you were the All-SEC defensive first baseman. Did that surprise you? How'd you feel about that?
It was a surprise. There's a lot of good first basemen in the league. I mean, if you just go look at errors, I think I had 2 on the year, and there's several other guys with 2 or less. But I guess I showed that I can make some plays over there.
And Trevor and Hoover Dave said that he thought maybe the hitting struggles there toward the end were due to fatigue. I mean, did you guys feel that? And what's the last couple of days been like, being able to get off your feet, get some rest?
That could be part of it. That was a long road trip, all in all. Around 10 days, so that could be part of it. I think just being back and a couple of days off, it'll be a good refresher, and we'll come out ready to go.
I mean, do you feel it right now already? Now that you've had a couple of days off, you feel a little different?
I took a whole day off yesterday, and I definitely feel refreshed.
Hey, when you came here, did you make the first call to Dave, I guess, or how did all that work with the grad transfer thing?
I just had to clear it with our athletic department at Southeast Missouri. So I told them and my coaches right away after the season that I wanted to transfer. From there, Andy Sawyers is my coach. He knew Coach Van Horn, and he actually called in for me. So that's kind of how that got started.
Was that a deal where, hey, you just wanted a shot to play back home in Arkansas, or kind of what was the
part of it?
I
just wanted a chance to play in the best league in the country, in the SEC. So that's what I've gotten to do. I'm fortunate.
With what you did, I probably went too hard to convince Dave. You bet like 370 or something, right?
No, I think he's talked about it. I think he felt like he missed out on me in high school. So once he had no opportunity, he was on it.
The other teams in this region are TCU and Cal. Do you know any of the players on those teams, or familiar with the teams?
I don't know anyone personally on those teams, but I know they've got some really good players, and they have really good teams that played well the last several years.
So everybody knew you guys were going to get a regional, but now that it's official, you guys played so well here. And last year the team was really good here too. Just how good does it feel to know you're at home, and if you win the regional, you get to stay at home?
That's a great feeling, to come home and play with the best fans in the country behind us. You can't beat it.
Are you guys worried at all? Because the team did kind of had a mini slump, I guess you'd call it. The last 4 games, just 5 hits, batting around 160 or something. Obviously, that's not anywhere near what you guys did most of the year. I mean, is there any cause for concern? Or do you think, hey, that's just kind of a late season thing? You're seeing great pitching at the SEC tournament.
I think that that whole tournament for one was great pitching. All the games really across the board pitched well. But there's a stretch earlier in the year where it was a similar situation, and we came out of it in a big way, so we plan to do that in the regional.
When you think about first baseman, you usually think about real big targets, and you're not the tallest guy in the world, but you seem like you make all the plays over there. Do you think you're kind of, you go against the grain of what people think about when they think about a first baseman?
Definitely, I'm probably one of the shorter ones in the country, if not the shortest. But if they throw it low, I feel better about picking it than having to jump up and get it. So for sure.
And I'm trying to remember, have you gotten any thrown over your head this year?
Just a few, not many. The guys have done a really good job in the dirt feeding the ball.
Yeah. You think at the next level, first base might be your thing, or you think probably back at second base?
I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. Whenever that comes, we'll address that.
How does the shoulder feel, and how do you feel when you've played a few games at second?
It's better. With this warm weather, it feels pretty good. The stamina is really not there. It'll get tired, but it's getting better still.
I guess you guys are going to play the early game, so it'll be a little hotter, but it's earlier. How do you feel about playing the early game?
We're good with whatever. We know the fans will be there supporting us no matter what.